So we're back with another Trendin' Tuesday with Fall Winter 2022 trends.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
What's up, icons? It's the iconic fashion figure back with a new video. And I know we haven't even entered into spring yet, but if you are designing clothing, you're working in the fashion industry, or you even own a boutique, it's a good time to start looking into the fall winter 2022 fashion trends. Now, of course, if you haven't seen the spring summer 2022 trends, I'll link that video in the description box. I also already covered pre-fall 2022, or back to school as some people may call it, but now this week we're going to be covering fall winter 2022 because yes, it is time for the fall winter trends already. So let's get into both the men's and women fashion trends, starting with the women's fashion trends for fall winter 2022. There's going to be 6 key trends that we're going to focus on in this video, and of course all information shared in this video is from WJSN and Magic's webinar that they usually do every few months. So as stated, women's has 6 fashion themes for fall winter 2022, but before I get into those themes, I'm gonna go through some of the must-have items for women for fall winter 2022. And some of those items consist of the bomber jacket, which some of you may have already had in 2021, but that will still be a key trend in 2022. You have the cargo trouser, the stretch flare, so flare pants, flare jeans, they are making a comeback if you haven't added those to your inventory yet. Bodysuit is going to be a big item in 2022. A button up top, the mini skirt, which we talked about in the pre-fall 2022 trends, a tube dress, which I feel like I haven't seen in a while, but that is going to be a key trend for fall winter 2022. The puffer coat, which has been around for the last 2 years or so, but that will still be a must-have item for fall winter 2022. Chunky boots, which have been around for a little while, those will be a key item as well. And then along with the padded accessories, if you guys haven't seen those yet, they are out there. You've seen some designers, some stores carrying the padded accessories in 2021, but you're really gonna see them hit the market in 2022. So let's get into the 6 women's fashion themes for fall winter 2022. And the first one is the green garden goodness. So just based off of the name, that gives you the idea of, outdoor, but it's going to be a vintage outdoor with a feminine touch to it. The key items for this theme is the shift dress, A-line skirt, which you guys heard me say in the last couple trends videos, the printed denim boiler suit. So like those jumpsuits or like the prison suits, but they're going to be in printed denim. Chunky sole boots, hiker boots, and the mule, which the mule you guys have heard me saying in the last trend videos as well. You'll see some items being repeated for fall winter that I also talked about in spring summer, but in the spring summer video I also talked about transitional items for the year, so you'll start to hear some of those items transitioning into the new season. But for the key details of the green garden goodness, you'll want to focus more on the feminine silhouettes with this theme. Organic materials, remember this is vintage, but people want organic with this theme. And then sturdy fabrics too, so not just organic, but organic sturdy fabrics. Washed out fabrics as well, because remember this is vintage, so that washed out look, that gives it that vintage vibe. And then natural dyes, because this theme is more organic here. We're like the garden feminine female. And then as far as the colors for this theme, a lot of the colors are very earth tone. And just like I did in the spring summer 2022 video, where there was that spectrum for the themes, and basically either it was going to be commercial, which is like mainstream, the stuff we see every day in stores, to conceptual, which is usually high-end, more designer look, and then you have somewhere in the middle. So for green garden goodness, this is more of a commercial theme. Next, we're going into Scandi Chic, which is also a commercial theme. And Scandi Chic is like a true outdoors look, but you still kind of get feminine. So it's like that feminine outdoor, but it's not vintage like the green garden goodness. So the key items here are the cocoon knit, jacquard knit, a roll neck, a rustic poncho, the blanket cape, and then as far as the shoes, like hiker boots, and the circular runner. Now as far as key details for this theme, you have insulation. Wools is a common fabric for this theme, and then just an overall respect of nature because this is all about outdoors. Floral jacquards will be big for this theme, and ancient artifacts to fit into like the whole outdoor feel of this theme. As far as the colors, they're very sweet, so it gives off a feminine feel, yet very earthy, if that's even a word. So theme number 3 for women's fall winter fashion trends, we have domestic craft, and this is in the middle of the spectrum, but leaning a little more towards the commercial side. And the domestic craft is like that crafty feminine woman, so almost like handmade. And the key items here are loose bottoms, active dresses, cozy outerwear, and then as far as shoes is like the clogs, slippers, and ballet flats. So this theme is a little more comfortable. It almost kind of gives off like a homebody vibe. So as far as key details, embroidery will be big with this theme. Handcrafted trims, like I said, homebody is the domestic craft. Patchworking will be good for this theme. And knitting. So it looks like your grandma just knitted your sweater for you. It was homemade. That would fit the domestic craft theme. Now the colors here are very feminine, flirty, but sort of on the earthy side because you have the browns in there, but it's a lot of pinks and browns. And then theme number 4 is the smart academic. And this is like right in the middle of the spectrum between commercial and conceptual, so you can use this on either end. But as far as this theme, it was really like retro academic. So when I see this theme, like I see that 70s show or like the Brady Bunch when I'm looking at this theme. And the key items here are the cardigan, a paneled sweater, a split hem legging, the trench coat, A-line skirts of course will fit in this theme, a knitted vest, the varsity sweatshirt, which we all know that whole varsity jacket look was in 2021, that will be coming back in 2022, but you'll also have the varsity sweatshirt, and then like a tracksuit will fit with this theme as well. Now as far as the key details of this theme, you have a classic look or a business casual type of look for this theme. The essentials will definitely fit in this theme, so those of you who have like the essentials lines and the basics, this will be a good theme to use for that. Of course, paneling, color blocking, and just overall comfort suiting here will work with this theme. Now with the colors of the smart academic, just think school colors, like uniform colors. So you have the khaki, the navy, cream, and red in there, and you could throw in some like green, like olive green. And then for theme number 5 is digital emo, and this is more on the conceptual side of the spectrum, but this theme is more edgy and dark, hence the word emo in there. So the key items here are the trucker jacket, dresses, trousers, jerseys. Yes, jerseys are making a comeback, even the jersey dress. You have sets, pleated skirts, and then you have like future form sneakers. The combat boot would be big with this theme, and then a chunky sole loafer. So as far as the key details, you have like iridescent fabrics, underwear being worn as outerwear, tech and fashion meets together, hence the word digital emo, and then a lot of graphic prints here and metallics. The colors here are also very dark, which I kind of already stated because this theme is very edgy and dark, so a lot of dark deep colors. And then for the last theme for the women's fall winter 2022 fashion trends, we have the meta party girl. Of course they were gonna throw in meta some way somehow because that's the talk of everything right now, and this theme is conceptual. This is actually more like my style here. So this theme is very feminine, with some of the key items being the bodycon dress, matching sets, knit trousers, the jersey dress. Like I just mentioned, the jersey dress is making a comeback. That's fitting into the meta party girl. The tube skirt and the tube dress are fitting in here. Tracksuits and like party pumps. So this is the overall party girl. She's very feminine and flirty. The key details of the meta party girl are sustainable, a digital appeal, hence meta, and then like that liquid ombre look. And then the colors are more like a gem tone color, almost like holiday colors. But those are the 6 themes for the women's fall winter 2022 fashion trends. So now let's get into the men's fashion trends, which men's also has 6 key themes. But before we jump into those 6 themes, let's go through the must-have items for fall winter 2022 for men's. You have the high pile fleece jacket, so it's more like a premium fleece jacket, so no cheap fleece jacket. You have the rugby shirt, utility shacket, so not jacket, it's the combination of a shirt and a jacket. It can be worn as either or. A chunky cardigan, so not a basic cardigan, but thick, heavy, chunky cardigans. The smart trouser. Straight leg jeans are coming back for men. I know they've been on the skinny jean wave, but straight leg is coming back for men. A slipper mule. The future hiker, so basically hiker boots. And then a bunch of different tech accessories. So let's jump into the first theme, which is academia. So basically, just like the academic look for men's has one as well. And this is going to be on the commercial side of the spectrum. And as far as the men, just like the women's, this one is more like retro collegiate. So it is that academic look just like it was for women. Some of the key items is the top coat, tweed blazers, the tip polo, a cardigan, which we talked about the chunky cardigans, rugby shirt, corduroy trousers, the messenger bag, tote bags. Men are into bags in fall winter 2022. You're going to see it throughout most of these themes. A monogram belt buckle. Belt buckles are coming back. A striped scarf, a beanie. You got penny loafers, a lace-up shoe, basically sneakers, and then retro sneakers. As far as the key details, you have banded trims. So you know, like on the sweatshirts, you have the banded hem, the banded ankle. Team sports, of course, because this is the whole academic look. Checks and plaid, and then a bunch of pinstripes. And then as far as the colors, it's like those university colors, the school colors, so the navy, red, khaki, creams, and like a mustard yellow in there as well. Theme number 2 is work leisure. So it's still running off that idea of people wanting to work from home but still need to dress up for work. So maybe working from home and only the top half of them is dressed and the bottom half is pajama pants. That is this kind of theme. So this is more of the business casual look, with some of the key items being a belted suit jacket, a slouchy suit, so not tailored but slouchy, tunic shirt, a smart polo, a quarter zip top, so you know the ones that just have a little zipper towards the top, a protective hoodie, the relaxed cardigan, and a wide smart trouser. Men are also wearing briefcases with this look. The commuter bag, I told you bags are big for men in fall winter 2022. A layered chain set, I'm sure most of you know exactly what that means. A lot of men tend to do it. And then the retro sneaker again. The key details of this theme is like block shape, so everything is a little boxy and loose fitting, not tailored, even though it is more of a business look because it's work leisure, but they want to be comfortable, so it is a loose fitting look. Comfortable waistbands, a bunch of layered looks, so you might have the sweater with the blazers because blazers are big in this theme, and just an overall relaxed feeling. And the colors here are soft and almost kind of muted colors. Then we're going into theme number 3 for men's, which is offline looks. And offline looks is more on the commercial side of the spectrum as well. This is more like the casual day wear look. So it's not necessarily loungewear, but it is still very casual. It's almost like loungewear for the daytime. Or isn't that normally what loungewear is? Anyway, the key items for this theme is the robe coat, the panel sweatshirt, a v-neck. Hoodies are seen across this theme, a tapered trouser, a soft scarf, and a baseball cap. It's very casual. As far as shoes, you have the lifestyle runner, the high top sneaker, slipper mule, and all-weather slippers. So these men are just comfortable. As far as the key details, you have an anti-fit shape. So these are not tailored, they're not fitted. Again, just a loose look. You have a lot of brush texture, so like very soft. I don't know if you guys remember in the fall or the pre-fall, I talked about the fluffy and furry fabrics. Men are going for like the brush texture to give, you know, that furry feel. Draw cords, layered looks. Men are loving the layers this season. Plush knits and premium fabrics. Men always want premium fabrics, which is usually why their clothing costs a little more than women's. But as far as the colors for this theme, it's all pretty much just neutrals. Theme number 4 is Soulcraft, which is right in the middle of the spectrum. And this is like the vintage home body for the men. Women had their craft theme, men's has theirs as well. So the key items for Soulcraft is a heavyweight utility flannel shirt. Flannel shirts in general are making their comeback, but men, of course, is going to have the heavyweight. Hence that word shacket that I use in the must-have items. That's going to fit more into this theme. You have the vintage jeans that also fits with this theme. Chunky boots, combat boots, a slingback mule, and a slipper mule. And then as far as the key details, it's like embroidery, patchwork, quilting, plaid, and stripes. And then the colors here are more like earthy colors. I don't know if that's a word, but I'm making it a word in this video. Theme number 5 for men is the urban outdoors. So again, just like women, men has their outdoor themes. You'll notice these themes kind of match up. So for those of you that are offering both men and women's, you can kind of pick similar themes and have outfits that work together for men and women. But this theme is more on the conceptual side of the spectrum. It's like a rave outdoors type of look, so kind of think Coachella when you think of this theme. Coachella for men. Some of the key items is the fishtail parka, the Sherpa jacket or a pullover, utility vest, a hoodie, cargo pants, joggers, a bucket hat, backpacks, and hiker boots will all fit with this theme. And then as far as the key details, you have modular pockets, lightweight fabrics, breathable fabrics, weather resistant fabrics, nylon, wild prints, and outdoor prints. You'll notice mainly as far as the details here, it's all in the fabrics for this theme. But as far as the colors, they're kind of like bright, bold colors for the urban outdoors. And then the last theme for men, so theme number 6 is the space race, which is on the conceptual end of the spectrum. And this is like the futuristic minimalist. So some of the key items for the space race is a tailored top coat. So like the themes in the beginning, they were more loose fitting. This theme is going to be for more of the men that still want a tailored look. You have the crew neck, turtleneck, a wide leg trouser, technical suiting, a mini crossbody bag, a padded bucket hat, and a nylon baseball cap. As far as the shoes, it's like the future form sneakers and a luxe boot. Some of the key details you're going to notice is like soft fabrics, ombre, and tonal blocking. And then if you'll notice, the colors are also like very soft colors. So those are the 6 key themes for men's fall winter 2022 fashion trends. And I've gone through both the men's and the women's fashion trends. I went through it pretty quickly. Of course, I can go into more detail, but I feel like I don't want to overwhelm you guys too much right now, since I know a lot of you are still focused on spring summer. So I'll keep it short and sweet for this video, and the closer we get to fall winter, we'll start to talk more about fall winter trends for those of you that are retail. This video is more for those that are designing the line and you have to think ahead. So for those of you that are on the retail end, we'll revisit the fall winter fashion trends for 2022. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching.